Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. Let me just say something about this. I want to thank everybody over in the room who ordered a cup. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much for just going over and above and being so supportive in this. The support has been amazing. I did a soft launch over in the room a couple of days ago, and people have ordered cups and they're already on the way. So just thank you. The Black community that we are building over there has been so embracing, and I just love y'all, man. I just love y'all for that. I really do. Thank you so much. I also need to say thank you so much to both Tracy and T. Taylor for helping out with the library pantry yesterday. We were, in fact, getting very low on canned fruits, which is the only kind of fruit that we can put in there, and canned vegetables, which again is the only kind of vegetables that you can put in there. Sometimes I'll share what I have in my garden. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. Sometimes I don't have enough to share. It just depends. But that's really the only kind of vegetables that we can put in there and, maintain for the people. So when we get low on those items, I get a little bit nervous. And so thank you so much, ladies, for coming through. Speaking of gardens, didn't I tell y'all needed to start a garden and get in community with your people? Look at what's going on with these farmers. I told y'all, my ancestors told me to tell my people to start gardens because we were going to need them. And depending on what zone you live in, it's not too late to plant a little something. It's not. These farmers are fooling right now. And things are looking very dismal for them. And if Trump doesn't help the farmers, personally, I know some of you all are rooting for their demise. I am not openly rooting for the demise of the farmers. I'm not. But I just don't want my tax dollars to go to save their farms. I mean, at this point, if you can't make the business work, you need to stop being bailed out. And you especially need to stop being bailed out with my tax dollars. Like I said in a short that I did the other day, I believe what I said in that short. My tax dollars, I would rather that my tax dollars go to pay for student loans for, say, teachers. I would rather, but these are the same kinds of people, mind you, that didn't want student debt forgiveness, student debt forgiveness. These are the same people who voted against that. And now these same people want our tax dollars instead to go to bailing them out. Yet again, we've already bailed them out before, and they want our tax dollars to go to bail them out again. I was watching Tabitha Speaks Politics, and she did a really insightful presentation, and she included something that one of those farmers was saying about I would never want to see American businesses fail. You all actually want to see us fail? It's not about for me, I can only speak for me. It's not about wanting to see them fail. Again, like I said, it's about if you can't make the business go, if you don't, these are failing businesses. And I am tired of my tax dollars going to bail out failing businesses. If you can't make a go out of it, and listen, these are people who have been farmers for a long time. These farms have been passed down from generation to generation. They never should have had them in the first place, because look at how their great grandpappies got these farms. They annihilated the natives, bought those bought those farms and that land for pennies on the dollar. If they were not given to them, had it given to them outright through to some kind of reparations. And you mean to tell me all these years later, you can't maintain, you ain't figured out how to run that business yet? And you want me to bail you out again? Nah. Excuse me. Nah. I'd rather bet on a sure thing. Someone who had to go and get their teaching degree, and they've got all this student loan debt, not even making enough money, doing a job that they're not valued in, not being paid nearly enough to do. At this point, teachers are just overpaid babysitters, or not overpaid babysitters, glorified babysitters. The reason why your kids aren't learning in school is because they're battling behavior problems more, in the classroom 90% of the time. And we're wondering why 12th graders are reading at a 35% percentile in this nation. Let me just get that off my chest. Listen. He also said, I would never want to see an American business fail ever. This just goes to show you that, once again, how white people in America don't see black people in America as being Americans. These are the descendants of the folks that burned down Black Wall Street. And these are the very same people that say black people don't deserve reparations. We had our businesses torched and burned down, our homes, our neighborhoods. Not only did they want to see American businesses fail, but they were the reasons why so many of them did. They are directly responsible for that. But I'm supposed to care? Baby, I got a garden. I don't care. For those of you all who listened and followed my advice and paid attention, when I was screaming at y'all to start those gardens and you did it because I told you to, congratulations. We are amongst the unbothered at this moment. I don't even need them damn dairy farmers. I don't drink milk. I don't even like milk. Every once in a while, if I'm going to make some mashed potatoes, I'll buy a little milk. And you know where the rest of that carton goes? It goes right into the ground. I pour it on my roses. My roses are beautiful, by the way. That's what we do with milk around these parts. I don't even need the milk. Mind you, these are the same people who voted against subsidies for black farmers. They didn't want to see. Not only did they not mind seeing American businesses fail, but these were their counterparts in the same industry that they were in. And they voted for those black farmers to not get any subsidies when the farms were failing. See? This is why it doesn't work when you only give a fuck about yourself. Because when you only give a fuck about yourself, you only care about yourself, you only vote in your own best interest, what happens is you annihilate a whole lot of people like myself. We don't care nothing about your little farms. I don't give a fuck about these farms going under. I don't care. Most of our food is our vegetables and produce is imported anyway. It's imported anyway. I don't care. They having town hall meetings, crying and everything, and it's like so many of y'all pointed out, where all them red hats go? Now all of a sudden they don't want nobody to know who they voted for. We all know who they voted for. But now all of a sudden they not out loud and proud with it because they want a government handout. These are the same people that talk shit about the woman standing in line with SNAP benefits, paying for a birthday cake for her kid with SNAP benefits. These are the same people complaining about that. These are the same people that are rooting and cheering about 2 million people last week being cut off the SNAP rolls. These are the same people. I don't care about these farmers. You fail, you fail. I'm not cheering it on, mind you, but if you fail, you fail. Start over. Do something else. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. That's my rant for today, y'all. Link to this cup is down in the comments. Thank you so much once again, Tracy and T. Taylor. We really did need some fruits and vegetables for the library pantry. If you would like to support the library pantry, if you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, if you would just like to support the platform, I'll leave my Cash App and my Venmo down in the comments. Y'all have a good day, and let what's happening to the farmers be a lesson to us all. How individualism does not work for Americans. It will not work for Americans. And it especially won't work for us black folks. We have to be in a community if we're going to thrive and if we are going to survive the madness that is the Trump regime. Y'all have a day. Don't be nobody's problem today. Have a righteous day. And if you can't fix it, don't break it. Have a good one.